most of you must have heard of Eric Chelle's statement, about his philosophy of football. Now, for those of you who have been watching this channel, you know one thing about me. I think there are different ways to play football. There are different styles of play. There are different philosophy of play. But in those philosophies, if your philosophy of play, if your tactical setup doesn't suit your players, if it doesn't lead to you winning games, then it's pointless, then it's useless. So, with Nigerian football fans just recovering from having dropped points against the Bafana of South Africa, and the World Cup hopes look almost non-existent at this point, Eric Chelle dropped another sort of what I call it bomb, going on about his, I'm sure you see the quote up there on the screen, going on about his 4-4-2, go inside, that is playing in middle of the park, and then when you attract the opponents to the middle of the park, you go out wide and go through the wings. Now, that's a bit funny. It's a bit weird, and it's really silly, in my opinion, and a bit condescending, which is sort of typical of modern day managers, right? They like to come up with this philosophy thing that no one else understands, that just themselves, they're on this high exalted altar, of footballing knowledge, like some ancient Greek philosophers. So for me, it was just super confusing for me, because one, how come if you wanted to even use the wings, how come you didn't have two wingers on? Okay, you said you were going with two strikers. You had just one striker on the pitch. You had Desas on the pitch alongside Ademola Lookman, who is a winger, and then you took off Desas and brought in Tola Rukodare in the second half. So where is this 4-4-2 diamond that you speak of? Now, some people say, oh, but he played Ademola Lookman as a striker. But that is the problem, right? You're misprofiling players. For me, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I don't know what you think. I don't know how you feel about it. For me, I just feel like it makes no sense. And each time I hear him speak, it's kind of like... Anyway, Eric, let's see what you have to say for yourself. Not you. I've said I can give you a job, man. I can give you a job, Ten Hag. All right, Eric Chelle, let's hear what you have to say.
My philosophy of football is so good, it confuses even my own players.
Oh, well, it confuses me as well. I'm super confused. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are also confused by his tactics. I've said it's quite simple. Every country on the face of the planet produce certain sort of players, basically, right? So any style of football you want to implement must be based on the strength of those players you produce, must be based on the strength of the players you have. So playing players out of position makes no sense to me, especially in a penultimate World Cup qualifying game. You don't have much time to sort of impute this high level philosophy into these players. You don't have that time, so why not just play them in their rightful position, let them do the business. Then when you prepare them for the AFCON, then you bring this your sophisticated Superman level, Klingon level philosophy, and then you teach this, and then you try to teach to the players. Or if you qualify for the World Cup, during the preparations for the World Cup, you do the same. Not in a game where you have maybe 4 days with the players. You have 4 days with the players, and then you decide that you want to come up with this kind of deep level tactics. And that's the same problem that the likes of Amorim, has at Manchester United. He wants to stick to his philosophy. But he, in a way, he kind of has a case, because He's with Manchester United players game in, game out, for months and months and months. The same thing for maybe Enzo Maresca, for every club coach. You have that time. But when you're a coach with your national team, you don't have that time to want to impute the knowledge of some deep level, high level philosophy, whatever you want to call it, which makes no sense to me. I would rather you play players in their favorite position and let them play. And I think that would even let you as a coach, it would let the NFF and other selecting entities, right, to look at the players and the fans as well, to judge you rightly and judge the players. Because if you have a right winger, say Adam Samuel Chukwueze on the right wing, and he isn't playing well, unable to get past his man, unable to check out onto his stronger left foot to take a shot or pull in swinging crosses, then you can say, okay, I think he's not good enough. I think he's poor. But when you play players out of position, play Ademola Lookman as a striker, play Calvin Bassey that should be a centre back as a left back, bench two available and fit left backs, you drop them on the bench. It makes no sense. So you can say all you want to say about philosophy, which is now a buzzword, it seems, for these modern day coaches. When they don't win, they say my philosophy, my style of football. It's not all about football, my philosophy. Come on, man. If you want to be a philosopher, if you want to be a researcher, maybe you go take up a lecturing job at a university somewhere, not attempting to be a coach, and certainly not the coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles. I wonder what your thoughts and opinions are of what I've said, of what Eric Chelle said about his 4-4-2 diamond philosophy, about the South African game as well. If you think that Nigeria does still have any hope of qualifying for the World Cup, let me know. What do you think about the Under-20 tournament coming up very soon, later on this month? Let me know all this in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified each time a video comes on this channel, whether a pre-recorded video or a live stream. So at this point, I've come to the end of this video, and I'll see you certainly on yet another video. So stay well and definitely stay blessed. Bye bye.